sometimes we need a refocusing. Sometimes we need more clarity to help us on our way because things can get overwhelming. Things can get confusing. That's normal, natural nature. There's so many in this day and age. There are so many distractions. It was not this difficult to connect back in the back.
Girl. Honestly, like you were talking about the internet, like my dad helped to build the internet, however that was. He was an engineer and worked with the people who created these grids, I guess, here in Texas. And so whatever fiber wire, whatever I can't, don't quote me, I don't know. All I know is there's books and books and books of papers and communications from him and these people. And even though, like I said, he passed away, he would be so amazed at what we're doing now. Because he was telecommuting in 1990, whatever. He would have me working on his emails for him at the desk. And I am so grateful that he gave me that training because I can communicate with anybody. But I started writing really, really early. And I really, really am grateful for that. And just like in looking at how society has evolved, I can't wait to see what's going to happen after this shutdown thing. So,
it's going to be magical and powerful and awesome and so cool. Like, that's the word that comes to mind, is just cool. Like, whoa, that's how I feel right now.
Right.
I feel like it's about to be like, I think there may be some negative things. I mean, just based on what we see right now. But I honestly think it's going to be a lot of like, whoa.
I think it's going to be a lot of people don't know how to survive without their daddy, the government.
Hey, daddy.
Because
we on the
they're
stroll
not going to be able to sustain the life that was being lived. That's just not going to happen. And so people going to have to figure out how to live here. And like, I got this really interesting book actually from this free library across the way. And it's called How Should We Then Live? And it's a book that a lady wrote kind of over the history of the last however many years, probably century, of change, moments of great change in our culture. And I was just thinking, well, it would be really cool to do some research on every time something great happened or there was a great shift. And then I found the book and I was like, yes, I don't have to do the research myself. Someone has already done it. You know what I mean?
Do you see how important we are right now? Yeah.
Right. So, like, I'm
We're
excited
doing all the
about
work
it.
For you guys. So y'all can just chill while we go through all this pain and suffering.
Right. And I mean, that's what this channel, what Between Us Girls is really for, is for people to run their channel. Like, I want to see people channeling spirit on my feed. Like, that's what I want. I don't want it to be just me talking. I want to talk, of course, because I like to talk. But I want to share with my audience other people who are bringing the truth here to us, because I think it's so important for us to be sharing it, and we can't hear it if there's no platforms for it. So I want to do my part. Other people are doing their work to create platforms and content to share messages, and I want to make sure that I'm doing that too. So that's why I'm glad you came on here with me today, and I want you to tell everybody where they can find you if they want to hear some more words from you.
Yes, if you want to find me, I'm at my throne of action, okay, because I'm very grateful for this quarantine, so I could finally sit down, because I am a Gemini and sitting down is like not a thing for me. So I definitely have been called to sit down, focus, and get these things out. So now I finally have my YouTube popping. It's youtube.com/Oculaurel. Everything is Oculaurel, Oculaurel. My name is Laurel, by the way. And so my Instagram is Oculaurel. My Twitter will soon be Oculaurel. So just, if it's not there yet, just keep going back. And if you want to book a reading with me, then you can also go to my Instagram, and the link is in the bio, because we do that here.
Amen.
And I do lives every day. Well, every day or every other day. Sometimes I skip a day. But if you want to catch my lives, I normally go to Instagram first and then go to Facebook. As I get better with this, I could probably do them simultaneously. But I go to my regular Facebook page, which is Laurel A. Miller, or you can find me at on my Facebook like page, which is Oculaurel as well, and that's where I'll be.
I really love how Laurel is making her comeback because when I met you, Kiko Mousy was all over the place.
Yes, and literally that is okay. And before Kiko, there was Charlie, because all of all of my personalities have a name. When I was
Mm.
like 17, I just decided to name these hoes because I was like, there has got to be. I would literally sit there and say, why did I just do that? And then I would
Yeah.
literally myself like I did this because, and I'm like, okay, well, you have your own personality and you need to be Charlie, and then you have your own personality and you need to be Kiko, and then Laurel is just the base. I'm just a facilitator. Sometimes I feel like that movie. Was that movie with that crazy man that had all the personalities?
Wait, stop. First of all, I can't reference you and a crazy man with a bunch of personalities at the same time. Oh, shit. Split?
Split. Yes. When I watched that movie, I was like, that's me. Except I'm not crazy and I don't want to like eat a person.
Right. But I think
But
that
that is my
in
awareness.
saying you're not crazy, but also that you acknowledge these entities within you, like that's no different than saying like what Fernando does when he talks about he's got Asha channeling through him, and he has Kathleen, his spirit guide, who comes with him. Like that's who those people are. You know what I'm saying? All these people, they are your helpers. They're here
And
to
yes, and
assist you. They're those.
when I made the decision to come into and accept myself, I, asked for my grandmother's to invoke her energy into me. I love
Mhm.
my grandmother. I love my grandmother's energy. My grandmother was a healer. She was a nurse. She
Hmm.
was very aware spiritually. And I just knew if I could exude that type of love onto other people, there's no way that I won't be received.
Mm,
Because
that's
she was
beautiful.
so patient with the way that she loved and
Mm.
so um, subtle but impactful and very what's the word when you anticipate someone's the need. She anticipated the needs that
Mm-hmm.
people would
I guess
have.
that would be intuitive.
Attentive, intuitive. Yeah, but she was attentive. I say attentive because she would just, it was almost like she was waiting to serve you some
Yeah,
love. Are you hungry for some love yet? Do you need some? Because I have some for you.
right.
So that's me. Like, I'm just like, I'm ready to love you when you're ready to come get
Yeah, I
it.
like that. I really do. And like I have been working with myself to create a new kinder voice because whoever that bitch is that been with me all this time, she just ain't nice. So we're
Wow.
trying to love on her
Wait, what your sign are
because
you?
like this,
For?
I'm a Taurus, but I have a Gemini moon and rising.
Oh,
So I'm double
lit.
Gemini on top of that Taurus. Girl. A bitch is really
I'm a
crazy.
Gemini too.
Yeah, like I just have like double whammy. And like really, because that's not my sun. So it's like, it's a
It's a lot.
lot
But you
going.
know what I always say? Like, your sun is the way that you view the world and your first mind. But in this day and age, I feel like we operate in our moon. Like
Right.
when it comes to our growth, our
Mm-hmm.
ascension, we operate in our moon because that's how we show and receive love. So
Right.
like I had a hard time with that because I'm a Leo moon and I used to always run into Leos. Leos want to date me. And I used to be like, why are all these Leos in my, this is before I like knew my chart and everything. Like, why
Yeah.
are Leos on my body? And this guy did my chart for me and he was just like, you have a lot to learn from Leos. And I was like, what? What could I have to learn from
Mm.
an annoying, dramatic ass Leo? Yourself. Learn about yourself.
Mm.
And so, yeah, I always say tell people dig into your moon sign because that's gonna explain the
It
crazy.
all.
Yeah.
all the things. Like I was just looking this morning and I was like, I wonder what the thing is for whenever you're born under a specific phase. Like if you are the type of person or that you're a person that is born at the new moon or, like if that, I guess of course it does, but like what that does for your chart or what it changes in you or.
It says being born under the. Oh yeah, there's different meanings for phases. Like if you're born under a new moon and low energy phases like the waxing crescent and the
Mm-hmm.
waning crescent moon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they say new moon is powerful and threatening. Being born under the invisible dark moon means that your self is cloaked in darkness. You can't see the kind of person you are.
Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. I mean, I was born like kind of at the end of new moon. I guess like waxing crescent.
As the exact opposite of a full moon child, you don't let inner conflict trouble you too much. You are very in tune with what you want, and what you want is usually that next new shiny thing on the horizon. So that's the opposite of a full moon child, which is a new moon. That's a new moon child I just explained. And that's a Taurus. They want the next shiny thing. However, if you want to learn more about the phase of the moon, moongiant.com has.
Bitch, that is my site. That is my site. I'm like, let me see how much we illuminated. I'd be like 73%. Like I got a camera and I go out and take pictures. Huh?
Huh?
I said I got this camera and I go out and take pictures of the moon. And I was trying to get to where I was taking a picture every time I could see it.
Right.
So I'm excited about that. I'm just learning photography and all the little things.
That's the best thing you do. Figure out, and that's the card I pulled today. Was the what I pulled today? My ass. I've been repeating the same thing all day long because I can't remember anything. Because I just be going. Hold on. Today, my card of the day was the Ace of Swords.
Okay.
The roots of action. So you have the throne of action and you have the roots of action. So that's what it was saying today. Let me see my response. Oh yeah, that's what it was saying today, is to become aware of all the tools in your tool belt so that you can create. So like if you're learning new things like photography, graphic design, web design, whatever the case may be, get into that, learn that, whatever, because the expression phase and period is coming up again. Everything is a cycle. Like every age has their Great Depression and their, big paradigm shift and, so on and so forth. We've been waiting a long time to get to this paradigm shift of ascension. Others have gone through it, but now it's our turn, and it's very weird and it's so crazy and it's so cool because it hasn't happened for a long time. So it's about staying steadfast, vigilant right now in your craft, and stop feeling like you're out of time. We're not created or destroyed. We just move from one thing to the next. That's what energy does. So everyone just chill and calm down and relax and learn and grow. That's literally all you have to do. I know it feels crazy because they put time on us. I mean, not to be funny, but I always knew that time was for white people. They created it. They want to, that's why we have CPT.
Okay. I'm going to be over there.
So at the end of the day, just know that when you put yourself as a priority and you are in alignment with who you are and your purpose, then time doesn't even matter anymore, because nothing is more important than your ability to create. Zone out.
Absolutely.
Live your best life.
I needed to hear that message. Thank you, Oculaurel.
So now, whether you put it out now or you put it out 10 years, if it's good, it won't matter.